Today's August the 16th, 2024. Battery died. So I'm just going to do the rest of the last video, and that is right here. So these go on my fence once my fencing is finished around the deck. And this here is fennel. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? So fennel is known for keeping bugs away. So I wanted to make sure that I had some good bug repellents around the deck. So I have fennel, and this one here I know is the Genovese basil, and then this one here is fennel, and get these weeds out. I think this one's lemon balm, and then this one here I think is mint. I think I put a mint in here. So these, oh yeah, that's lemon. Whew, I can smell it. It's so good. It smells like a lemon meringue pie. It smells so delicious. It really does. I highly recommend growing lemon balm. It is so amazing. And you can rub it on, you can break off a leaf, rub it on your skin to help repel mosquitoes and bugs. It's just amazing. I love it. It's one of my favorites. But my fennel is really doing great, despite being in a tiny little container. So those ones are doing well. My catnip, I still have to, right there, I still have to put it in a bigger bucket, but you know, I'm overwhelmed at the moment, so I'm just focusing on the more important things, and I'll get to it at some point. It comes back every year. So my sunflowers, doing amazing. A lot of bug damage though, but apparently, I don't know, I heard that bugs will go to the sunflowers, so I guess that's good because they stay away from those that I haven't been able to get on Weed Shield yet. So I don't know, but then I also heard that sunflowers emit a scent that bugs don't like, and they stay away from them. So I don't know, that's interesting. Why I have bug damage on my leaves. Oh, I see an ant crawling up it right now. Where's that ant? Oh, it went right up the leaf. Right there. You see it? Good gracious. I haven't seen ants all year, and then for some reason right now they're on my deck, they're on my plants, they're in my rhubarb. It's just weird. It's funny how, I don't know if it's the dragonflies. I think it might be the dragonflies, but mosquitoes and all of these stinging bugs, deer flies, horse flies, sand flies, all these things that were attacking me so badly all summer long, disappeared, except when it starts to get dark out, then all the mosquitoes come out. But I think it might have been the dragonflies, because ever since I saved a dragonfly out of my greenhouse, I think it went and got its whole family, and they came and ate all my bugs. And it's been nice. I've been able to come outside the last few weeks. I don't need any mosquito clothing, nothing. There's no, and the stinging bugs are all gone. It's been amazing, and it's still hot. So I think it might have been the dragonflies. I really do, because ever since I noticed them flying around everywhere, I mean, they had the whole family out for weeks. They cleaned it all up. But now I'm seeing ants. So I don't know if it's just maybe it's just a certain season where, I don't know, so for whatever reason, the biting bugs are just gone, which is usually the mosquitoes are still here in early winter, and I still get bit. Sometimes I'm shoveling snow and the mosquito will come out of like the siding and bite me. So it's very odd, I will say that, but I'm not going to complain. And then the other part that I didn't get to show was just my other herbs. So I'm going to have to cut these right back to nothing, because my holy basil here keeps going to seed. And look at that. I don't want it to go to seed, and I keep cutting it. I'm gonna have to go get my scissors. But I have holy basil, and wow, is it fragrant. It smells so good when I break the top off. It really smells good. And then my Genovese basil over here, you can tell the difference. You know, the holy basil has really fuzzy stems, and it's more of a matte leaf. And these are oh, there's a spider. It's shiny and smooth, so I can always tell the difference between my Genovese and my holy basil. My mint is growing amazing, so I have to find some more containers to pick them out. So I dig them out and repot them. This is where I germinated them from. And there's oregano. I only put one in there, and look at it already. And there's the other one. This is where I germinated them. I still have so many, and I have a whole bunch in pots everywhere. So I'm hoping it overwinters very well, and then I don't have to regrow it next year. And my mint, that's one mint I took out of here. And then I still have to get these in buckets. It should have been done that last month, but you know, I got the most important ones in. These are sweet yellow banana peppers. So they're hanging on, but I have to get them planted. I still have other things that have to get planted too, so, but they are gonna need to get in like in the next few days. So this here is another holy basil, and then this is the lemon catnip, which I love, but I'm gonna cut that back too. That is gonna need a bigger pot already, but it smells so amazing, and my cats love it. All I do is when I cut it, I just take the leaves and the stem, and I just give it to my cats to play with. I'll like break it up and I'll just sprinkle it wherever. They go absolutely nuts. They can smell it in my sweatshirt pocket when I walk in the house, and they just come out of nowhere. Mom, you got some snacks? And so they like to have their catnip fix. And so, you know, even if you're not going to use it for health benefits, because it does have a lot of really good health benefits, if you have pets, you know, give it to your pets. Just grow it for your pets. It gives them so much excitement. I know mine absolutely love it. Now, in the raised bed over there, at the back end, Jessie from Lazy Days Ahead with Jessie and Lisa had spotted some chives. So, I mean, I've never grown them before, so I kind of know what they look like, but it could have been grass, could have been anything. So I dug them out, and then I also found a huge mint plant from last year that nothing grew last year, but, you know, it just appeared. So I dug out all the chive. There's a huge chive pile here. So, I don't know, you see all the roots. And then this here is my mint plant. So there's a piece of root sticking out, and I want it to go in the water. There it go. So those two have to get planted. So I think today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, because I have a lot I have to do today. I'm going to get those in buckets. That's my top priority. So those two are going to get their own buckets, and I'm going to cut all the chives so new ones can grow, and then I'll harvest all the new ones. So I do have some good mint. I also have some more, let's see, what do I have? Oh, I have some store-bought green onions I replanted in a container on the deck. So not going to show you because, you know, there's only one thing up there. But other than that, I just wasn't able to get any more of the herbs to get, like, to germinate because, you know, I'm still trying. Oh, there's a monarch butterfly. So I'm still trying to get all of my oregano and all the mint that was sprouting into containers. So I didn't even bother trying to grow the rest because where am I going to put it right now? It's almost the end of season, and I just don't have anywhere to put it. So I don't know where the butterfly went, but you know, it's one of the things that'll be for next year. So there's the oregano that I repotted, and it already has to get repotted again. Here's one mint that I repotted, and that's already growing out of its container. This one is I think spearmint. It said spearmint when I scanned it, but it is a mint. So that has to get replanted. Other than that, for herbs, I think I have one mint and 2 lemon balms in the buckets, and that's all I have for herbs in the buckets. I want to see if I can find that butterfly over here for you. I've seen quite a few monarch butterflies over here, but like just flying around my house this year, but I don't know. So another thing is I have a nasturtium up here, so it's close to my plants but enough away from them. Hopefully it attracts the bugs. And I do have a nasturtium over here too. I just tried to keep it close but not too close. So anyways, that's just part 2. The rest of part 1's video when my battery died. Here's 2 more that have to go on the fence once the fence gets done, but you know, at least I have them already growing. So there's fennel, and I don't even remember what these are. It could be oregano. I think it's oregano. They could be 2 different things. I don't even remember. I didn't keep track. But there's herbs right there in with the fennel. Again, the fennel helps keep bugs away. And look, see how beautiful? Seems like it's working. These poor little things, oh, it's already going to seed. So these are basils that still never got planted, but they're still alive. And as long as they're alive, they're fine, even if they're stunted. So before winter comes, I will get them in a bucket, and they can start establishing a root base so that next year, next spring, hopefully when I bring them out, look at those tomatoes, then hopefully, I mean, the thing is, it's loaded in there. So then next year when I bring them out, I won't have to try and grow them from scratch anymore. But, let's see, where is it? It's just under, let me see here. There's a whole pile of them, right? Oh, you should be able to see, oh, right there. Look at that. There's a whole bunch. So anyways, that is what I have for my garden tour as of today. So I'm pleased. I'm really happy to see one pepper starting to grow and all these tomatoes and those kidney beans. That really shocked me, is all of these kidney beans. I will tell you, I'm not going to eat them. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to let them just go to seed and dry out. And I'm going to harvest those for next year because when I do my canning, I like to can large batches all at once and just get it done. I don't have, like, what's the point of harvesting, you know, a little bit of kidney beans? Then it's not doing anything. But if I harvest the seed, I can plant them next year and I'll be able to get so many plants that I can do large batch canning with. So those I'm just going to use for seed. But my tomatoes, definitely be saving for seed and canning as much as I possibly am able to. I also actually just brought these out. This here is my off-brand green stalk. It's just a little mini one and it has the base on wheels. The stuff I planted in spring, it just never came up. So what I did was, in one of them I planted the Princess Aster flowers, and then in the other one I did extra large jelly bean California poppies. They are all different colors and they're really cute and pretty. So I figure what I'm going to do is when they actually start to grow, I'm just going to take them off, put them around my deck, maybe around like my gazebo on the deck, and just use it as a planter. Because where I live, it's kind of, so nothing is flat here. It's the Appalachian Mountains. So you come up my road and it's like going up a hill almost, but like a slow hill. So you don't really know you're going up a hill until you look and you see over all the tops of the trees. And so I'm up on a hill and there's not much to stop the wind from the ocean. So I get extreme winds up here, very strong. And it actually has knocked this down. It's actually it goes 6 tall. They both go on top of each other. It's beautiful, but the wind knocks them over. So I'm just going to put them one by one on the deck, just all around my gazebo, just to make it look pretty, or I don't know, something. But that's the other thing I did, is I want to have some pretty flowers. So when I take pictures of my house just before everything starts to die, it looks pretty, because it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get my house up for sale before the snow comes. I just don't have the money to get all of the things done that I have to get done to put it up for sale. It's just nowhere near that. And, you know, time's running out before winter comes. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'm focusing outside, fix it up as much as I possibly can, make it look all beautiful and pretty. And I'll take pictures. Then in the spring, as soon as the snow melts, when I am able to list the house, I can use all my pretty pictures with all of the flowers and my garden, and it'll look a whole lot better than a house where there's nothing growing, because it would probably, snow melts between May and June here. So, you know, it'll just look so much nicer. So, you know, even if, you know, they just bloom just before the frost and then they die, it's fine. I'll just take pictures of the house when everything is in top bloom and use that. So I know it's a little late to be planting stuff from seed, but I'm still hopeful. This here, okay, I thought a dahlia and a zinnia were two different plants, but I mean, this thing is struggling. It's not looking good, but it's called a dahlia zinnia. So which is it? Is a dahlia a zinnia, or is it a dahlia and a zinnia two different plants? But it says dahlia zinnia. So whatever this is, I don't know. I'm actually trying really hard to learn how to save seeds. So some things are simple and easy, but with other things, I need to know exactly when you save the seeds. So that's something that I struggle with, is not knowing when to save seeds. And I really want to save all my own seeds. Let me see here. Maybe you can see, like, I'm on an iPhone. So those that have an iPhone, you know what the focus is like. But let me see. Let me get here. Okay. See, it looks kind of dead in here. And I'm wondering, like, is that the seed? So I don't know. I'm like, oh, is this the time you like harvest seed, or I don't know. So if you know when to harvest the seed on this dahlia zinnia, let me know, because I'm new to all of this seed saving. But that's all I have for part 2, and I'll see you on the next video.